Good morning friends. Today we are studying about the kinetic theory. Now first here we have to give the introduction part of the kinetic theory. Now according to this kinetic theory, Maxwell, Boltzmann and some other scientists gave the introduction for the kinetic theory in the 19th century. And here this kinetic theory gives the explanation of the gases, molecular mass, Avogadro number and etc. Here we have to study the perfect gas or the ideal gas. Now according to this we have to study a perfect gas. We can call it as ideal gas. Now in the perfect gas we are considering the equation as PV is equal to RT. PV is equal to RT, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, R is the universal gas constant, T is the temperature. If it satisfies this equation, then we can call it as perfect gas or the ideal gas Now, or in this condition, if it obeys Charles law and Boyle's law, if it obeys the Charles law and the Boyle's law, then we can call it as perfect gas or the ideal gas. This also obey, or PV is equal to RT also obey. Now here we have to write the expression for the perfect gas or the ideal gas. In this condition, we are considering the equation as PV is equal to nRT, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, N is the number of the moles, R is the universal gas constant. R is universal gas constant. The value of the R is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. The value is R. Now in the expression we have taken PV is equal to nRT. Here we are considering N is the number of the moles. N is the number of the moles. Or we can consider N is equal to 1. If you are considering N is equal to 1, that is number of the moles, then the equation can be written as PV is equal to RT. PV is equal to RT, where N is equal to, we are considering as the 1. In the same way, we have to study about here. Now let us consider the equation as, or now let us consider P1, V1, T1. Let us consider P1, V1, T1 are the initial value. And in the same way, we are considering about P2, V2, T2. The final value. Now here got the two equations. One is the initial value and other one is your final value. Now combining the initial value and the final value, what we are getting? We are getting the answer as P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Equation P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. We can also call this as a constant term. We are calling this as a constant term. In the same way, we are again studying. Now let us consider the number of the moles. The number of the moles can be expressed in the molecular mass. And mass of a gas. Now here what we are writing, the number of the moles can be expressed in the terms of the molecular mass and the mass of a gas. Here number of the moles N and the molecular mass we are writing as capital M. Mass of a gas M naught. N is equal to m by m naught, where n is the number of the moles. M means molecular mass. M naught means what? It is the mass of a gas. Now again here also we are studying the number of the moles can be expressed in molecules and Avogadro number. Here we are getting the equation as n is equal to n divided by Na, where n is the number of the moles and capital N is the molecule and Na is the Avogadro number. Na is the Avogadro number. Now here we can tell that the Avogadro number. Now next we have to study the assumption of the kinetic theory of a gases. Next, the assumption of kinetic theory of a gases. Now here we can tell that the molecules are elastic collision. We can tell that it is an elastic collision. And second point, we can tell that the molecules are always moving in a straight line. If they are moving in a straight line, it obeys the Newton's law. It obeys the Newton's law. Next, we can tell that the molecules are random in motion. They are random in motion. The molecules are very large number of the molecules. They have very large number of the molecules. It consisting of very large number of molecules. And the molecules are instantaneous. They are instantaneous. These are the some assumptions of the kinetic theory of the gases. First one we are considering, it is an elastic collision. It can move in a straight line and it obeys the Newton's law. It is always moving in the random in motion. It having the very large number of the molecules and it is always at the instantaneous point. Now next we are studying about the relation between the kinetic energy and the absolute temperature. Now let us consider the average kinetic energy. Average kinetic energy for 1 mole of a gas. Here we are considering the equation as P is equal to 1 by 3 N m V square. P is equal to 1 by 3 N m V square. Then we are considering capital P. Pv is equal to 1 by 3 N V into m V square. Consider this as equation 1. Just here we are multiplying V with respect to both the sides. Now dividing and multiplying by 2. Dividing and multiplying by 2 for the RHS. For the RHS. When we are dividing and multiplying for the RHS, we are getting the answer as Pv is equal to 2 by 3 capital N into 1 by 2 m n V square. On the RHS side, we are dividing and multiplying by 2. We are getting the equation as this. Now, let us consider capital N is equal to small n into V. Capital N is equal to, we are considering small n into V. This is the number of the molecules in a sample gas. Number of molecules of a sample gas. we can write, or we can also take the, we can consider the equation as PV is equal to 2 by 3 with respect to N into kinetic energy. Now let us consider this as equation 2. Now according to the equation 2, the kinetic energy can be written as 1 by 2 mv square. Where kinetic energy, this can be called as the average kinetic energy. Average kinetic energy. Now let us consider the equation for the perfect gas or the ideal gas. When we are considering the equation for the perfect gas or the ideal gas, PV is equal to nRT. Here we are considering N is the number of the moles. N is the number of the moles, and we are considering N is equal to 1. Therefore, now from the equation 2 and 3, now let us consider this as equation 2. From 2 and 3, we are getting the comparing equation 2 and 3. Now, when we are comparing the equation 2 and 3, we are getting the answer as 2 by 3 N into kinetic energy. 2 by 3 N into kinetic energy is equal to RT. RT. Therefore, the kinetic energy can be written as kinetic energy is equal to 3 by 2 RT by N. The kinetic energy, the value of kinetic energy is equal to 3 by 2 RT by N. Now, the kinetic energy is equal to this much, or this can be also written as kinetic energy is equal to 3 by 2 kVT, where kV is the Boltzmann constant, or we can write here first as kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Now we can write that kV is equal to R by N, where kV is the Boltzmann constant. Boltzmann constant. We are calling kV as the Boltzmann constant, and we can tell that here we can tell that the average kinetic energy is always directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Therefore, this is the relation between the average kinetic energy and the absolute temperature. Here we have taken that, or we have proved that kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Here we are studying one definition, that is internal energy. Internal energy. Now, to define the internal energy, we are telling that it is the sum of the all kinetic energy. It is the sum of the all kinetic energy, or the average of the kinetic energy of the molecules of a gas. Then we can call it as internal energy. Internal energy means what? It is the sum of the all average kinetic energy of the molecules of a gas. Then we can call it as internal energy. Now next, RMS. It is the square root of all the velocity. It is the square root of the velocity, or the mean of the square of the velocity of the individual molecules of a gas is called as the RMS value.